You work hard, you save, you sacrifice, you skip night outs, you cut corners, you stash away a few $100 when you can, and finally you buy yourself a second-hand car. Not luxury, not access, just dignity. But the next day, instead of congratulations, your boss demands your bank records, accuses you of theft, and tells you that you're not fit to be a cashier anymore. Now, this is not fiction. This actually happened, and this is South Africa 2025. And the message is clear. If you're black, poor, and ambitious, you must be a criminal. Now, Aseza is a 28-year-old, and she worked as a cashier at Shell petrol station in Cape Town. And like many of us, she was dreaming of more, right? Not millions, not mentions, but just a second-hand Honda to help her start a side hustle and actually move around safely and take control of her life. Now, she bought that car. She showed up to work with her head high, and then her world collapsed. Her boss, Shirez Patel, looked her in the eye and asked, "How did you afford this? What are you hiding? And are you stealing from me?" No proof, no missing money, just suspicion, and not because of what she did wrong, but because of what she did right. Now tell me, right? Why is it that when black people level up, it's always met with sidelines and accusation? Why is that black joy must be justified with bank statements? And let's be real, if her name was Claire and her skin a few shades lighter, would he have questioned her? Would he have demanded her bank history? Would he have forced her to choose between her dignity and a demotion to petrol attendant? No. Because what's happening here isn't just about a car, but it's about control. And let's talk about them in this story, right? Yes, Shiraz Patel is not white, he's Indian, but this isn't about skin tone. This is about colonial hangover. It's a mindset that says that black labor belongs at the bottom, that says we must beg for crumbs, and if we manage to eat more than we're allowed, we must have stolen it. So what is our freedom worth if a black woman still needs permission to prosper? What is democracy, honestly, when your salary is a leash and ambition is seen as rebellion? South Africa is supposed to be free, but how many of us still live under the fear that too much success too quickly makes us suspects? Aseza's case isn't rare. It's just visible. The truth is, millions of black workers are policed daily for trying to improve their lives. And let's quickly talk about what this boss demanded, right? He wanted her bank records, her savings, her loan information, and not to offer her a raise, but and not to celebrate her financial planning, but to catch her, to trap her, to prove that she could never do something good without doing something wrong. Now let that sink in. In what world does your manager have the right to interrogate your private life simply because you drove to work? In what workplace does your freedom of movement mean that you lose your job? Now, let me be clear. This should be a lawsuit. It really should be a lawsuit because every part of this is wrong. And it's time we stop whispering and start litigating, because if you stay quiet after this, they will do it to the next woman and to the next. And eventually we will all stop dreaming, stop trying, and stop rising, because we know the price of success is persecution. And that cannot be our future. This isn't about Indians versus blacks. This isn't about race politics on paper. But I think that this is about the powerful versus the struggling. And this is about who hold dignity versus those who fight for scraps of it. This is about bosses who believe you belong beneath them, even when you've done nothing wrong, but hope for more. And we, the black working class, the cashiers, the petrol attendants, domestic workers, the cleaners, the dreamers, we are the us, and we are tired. So to Aseza, you did nothing wrong. You are not the problem. You are the proof that we can rise and that rising is still dangerous for us. every worker listening, you don't owe your boss an explanation for your joy, for your car, for your side hustle, or even for your ambition. Now, let's continue the conversation in the comment section. I really like to hear what your thoughts are on this. And while you're at it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me.